Big news on a Friday morning, folks. Houston Griffith officially entered his name in the transfer portal January 6th, but on January 22nd, he removed it. The Rivals transfer portal Twitter account has reported. Returning to Notre Dame, guys, this is pretty big news. And once Marcus Freeman got on the job at Notre Dame, one of his first tasks was getting Griffith to return to the Fighting Irish. So big news. Of course, this is a Chicago native who finished up his high school career at IMG Academy down in Bradenton, Florida. He's bounced around from corner to safety to nickel a little bit, but played safety this past season behind Sean Crawford. And, DJ Brown played next to Kyle Hamilton a bit too, but Houston Griffith was in there and the safety rotation. And the thought is Notre Dame really needed that extra body at safety, and hopefully for the Irish's sake that Griffith is able to take that next step in his game to become a mainstay in the defense. You can go to blueandgold.com for more coverage of Houston Griffith pulling his name out of the transfer portal. Again, he was that highest ranked recruit back in the 2018 class of the Irish, number 43 prospect, and we certainly expect him to compete for the starting job. Let's look at his career stats. Interesting. 14 total tackles in 2020 matches the amount he had as a true freshman back in 2018. It's 3 pass deflections in 3 seasons at Notre Dame, 0 interceptions. So, maybe the new defensive coordinator, new safeties coach, whoever the new safeties coach might be, maybe this change in defensive staff really helps Griffith take the next step because statistically hasn't lived up to the hype just yet. And then looking at this, the bottom image there is from Pro Football Focus, looking at his snap counts. In 2020, played 215 snaps, so that was a career high. And then you look at the defense grade, 66.8 is just under average. About 70 is what PFF would say is about average or in that good range. It's kind of hard to understand the PFF grades, but 66.8, solid, respectable there. Tackling grade was at his best, 83.6 in the 2019 season. So the stats, the grades and analytics from Pro Football Focus, nothing really gonna just blow you away here. Last season, he was targeted 8 times, and there were 7 passes caught against him for 83 yards. So, big recruiting win for Marcus Freeman in a sense, not from a high school prospect, but again, he was tasked with go get Houston Griffith, bring him back to the defense. That's what Marcus Freeman wanted to do. He set out and he accomplished it. So, first 2-3 weeks here for Marcus Freeman, pretty solid results so far. Gets 2022 commitment from Tyson Ford on January 18th and ends the week by getting Houston Griffith to return to the Notre Dame football team. So that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you go to blueandgold.com for more coverage of what this means for the Fighting Irish.